Hello friends, this is Stellar Cameraman. Dom Studio, as promised, released Season 8, with additional scenes. To be honest, when it was supposed to be released, I didn't think there would be any important information, but it turned out that there is. And Dom Studio managed to put in this season a very important event for the further plot. I'm not talking about the photo man's dream and who was under the blanket, but there are some interesting details that we'll get into. But I'm talking about this robot that is being developed by Robot Skibidi for a GMAN in his apocalypse, which is actually quite close. And we're going to talk about the photo man's house, which I noticed a couple of very cool details like the Alianza books. And so the extra scenes were quite intense and useful. They even helped us to know when the new episode is coming out. And I'll talk about that at the end, so just like this video and subscribe to the channel because it's very motivating for me. And here we go. First of all, at the end of the 32nd episode, and this is the last one, so their Aliens has already attacked the main and last base of the Skibidi at number 1, where GMAN and all the other Skibidi that are there, unless of course they have some secret base. But let's not get confused. Let's go through all the scenes one by one, and then back to GMAN. The first scene starts with the nightmare of the photo man he sees in his dream. By the way, finally we learn more about the photo man, because as a character he is very interesting, and the only representative of his race who comes out so openly and shows himself. Although we do not know if there is someone else besides him, it's even possible that he's the last one left alive, and his scenes are not the usual nightmare. I suspect that he has nightmares, apparently not the first time, but he has them because he saw the loss of his race and just this dream, the moment in which his race was destroyed. But who did it? I have a theory about that too. All over his house there were paintings, one of which shows him with a big pencil. And there is an inscription which, if you translate it from Morse code, then it's sorry about that later. The interesting thing is that they appeared in the series recently, but before that they also existed, and even fought. Maybe you have a question. And if they fought with the Skibidi, why didn't we know about it? Because they didn't fight with the Skibidi. In fact, they had a conflict with the toilets recently, because of the aliens, while they just want to destroy the Skibidi in order to switch to the army that once harmed them. I suspect it's the Alpha Boss army, and they've been feuding all this time. But the pencil men and the photo men, and maybe not only them. So they teamed up with aliens to defeat evil. They found out about aliens thanks to these books, which they most likely studied and went to team up with aliens. And who is this sad man for whom he brought food? Most likely it is a character from this picture. I want to notice he is not an ordinary agent, and he is not a cameraman. Probably it is another character from the race of photo men, who apparently is very depressed. But this is the first time when we are revealed the secrets and give detailed information about this race. Soon I think we will learn more about them, although I think we have already managed to reveal them, not badly. Also, already on the main base of Skibidi, we will see the photo man, because at the end of the scene he received a message about the attack on the base, which is already half of the aliens. The disclosure and happy moments of the aliens are over. Now we have to understand what will happen when GMAN will be fully ready. Will the aliens be able to cope with it? I suspect that the apocalypse that he will organize will be powerful. Just look at his robot, which has long been developed by Skibidi engineers on robots. As we suspected, GMAN himself has improved quite well because he was away for a very long time, about 25 episodes. During this time, he became more crazy. By the way, let's congratulate him on his birthday, because in the first April 13th appeared all of us favorite G-Toilet. Just Dom Studio decided to publish useful information about him, to which I am very happy. I have already said many times that he is one of my favorite villains because he is very cool. However, his look at the end of the additional scene too serious, as if it is G-Man on steroids. Besides, he himself is already on the main base of Skibidi, because in fact there are no other bases, at least not the ones we would know. In some ways it's even bad for Alianza, because look what is here. Even besides the G-Toilet, there are a lot of ordinary and interesting toilets. For example, they are on the robots are unlikely to be very strong. As I have already had time to say in previous reviews, Skibidi also not badly prepared for this battle. In short, whatever it was, whoever is not ready, this battle we will remember for a long time. And if even Aliens cannot cope, perhaps they will be helped by the army of Alpha, because as we remember, a couple of episodes ago before the death of Alpha, she said that they still want to destroy the Skibidi Toilet Multiverse. It was hardly empty words, although she is not alive, but her army is still there, or rather her boss, about which we do not get anything yet, but I would really like to know more about him. I think that he will be a very interesting character. As for me, these are the best additional scenes that Dom Studio has published. They gave us a lot of cool information, and I have the exact information when the new episode will be released, in which we will see a tough fight between Toilets and Alliance. Already on April 16th, we can wait for the new 33rd episode. This is 99% information, but what will be in the near future episodes, it will be 100% full of brutality, because we already see all the characters who are ready to tear each other. I would be very interesting to watch the fight between Clock Titan and G-Toilet. If it happens, it will be possible to write it down in the list of the best battles in the history of Dom Studio. Well, now we have to wait and see the further outcome of events, which in this video we were more or less able to understand, and revealed some important cards. I hope you have already put a like and subscribed with a bell to never miss the release of demos and new cool videos. And now bye.